Let's begin this journey with a simple yet powerful question. How do you feel when you enter a room? Have you noticed how the energy around you can shift your emotional state in seconds? Whether stepping into a space filled with joy or tension, that sensation isn't just abstract or invisible. It's real and plays a significant role in how we interact with the world. What we often call the vibe or atmosphere is actually a reflection of the vibrations present there. These vibrations have the power to lift us up or bring us down. Ancient spiritual traditions have long taught us the importance of living in harmony with these energies. Taoism, for example, speaks of the Tao, the energy that flows through everything and everyone. Buddhism reminds us that everything is impermanent, in constant flux, just like the vibrations we feel. These philosophies recognize the interconnectedness of all things in the universe, and how every being, object, or space carries a unique frequency. We can think of this as an energetic dance, where we are always moving, adjusting our vibrations in response to what we encounter along the way. Life, then, becomes a constant dance of energy. And just like in a dance, for there to be harmony, we need to learn how to listen, feel, and, most importantly, consciously choose our vibrations. Let's dive deeper into this idea. Everything in the universe is energy in motion. From the light waves that brighten our days to the beats of our hearts, everything vibrates at a specific frequency. This view is not only spiritual but also philosophical and even scientific. We can imagine these vibrations as a river that flows constantly, always in motion, always connected to something greater. Just like water follows its course, our energy flows along paths, encountering obstacles, curves, and sometimes turbulent waterfalls. Our emotions, thoughts, and even our words carry a vibration. This means that, in everything we do, we are emitting a frequency into the world. The big question is, what frequency are you emitting right now? When we think about this seriously, we realize the impact we have not just on ourselves but also on the people and situations around us. Just as sound is composed of frequencies that can be harmonious or dissonant, our emotional vibrations follow the same principle. A high frequency, associated with emotions like joy, gratitude, and peace, resonates positively and attracts more of the same. Meanwhile, lower vibrations, fueled by fear, anger, or sadness, tend to create a cycle of negative energies. This reflection leads us to a simple yet profound truth. We are co-creators of our reality, shaped by the vibrations we choose to emit and tune into. Now that we understand a bit more about the nature of vibrations, let's talk about how this directly influences our lives. Think for a moment, how many times have you entered a room and without saying a word you already knew something was off? Or perhaps you immediately felt comfortable and welcomed, even without knowing anyone there. That's energy in action. Vibrations don't just come from other people or environments. Our own thoughts and emotions are also powerful sources of energy. When we harbor negative thoughts, like constant worry or self-pity, we are vibrating at low frequencies. This not only affects our well-being but also attracts more experiences and people that resonate with that same frequency. Here we can make an interesting connection with the concept of karma, or the law of action and reaction. While karma is traditionally understood as a cycle of cause and effect, we can also think of it in terms of energy. What we emit to the universe returns to us. So, if we vibrate in fear, insecurity, or anger, these are the energies that return to us in the form of challenges, conflicts, and difficult situations. The good news is that we have a choice. We cannot control the external environment, but we can control how we relate to it. This brings us to a fundamental concept we can call spiritual shielding, the ability to recognize the energy around us and consciously decide what we want to absorb and what we should reject. This gives us power. We may be influenced by the vibrations around us, but we also have the power to maintain our own elevated frequency and not get swept away by external waves of negativity. Let's now reflect on a crucial point in this journey: how to recognize when our vibration is low. This is an important step in our practice of self-awareness. Often, we are so immersed in our daily activities that we don't notice how our energies are being affected, or worse, we don't realize that we are emitting negative vibrations. So how can we tell? Start by paying attention to the signals from your body and mind. Do you feel constantly tired, irritated, or anxious? Are you dealing with repetitive thoughts of self-criticism or resentment? These are clear indications that your vibration might be low. Another way to notice this is by observing how you react to situations and people around you. When we are dominated by negativity, we tend to project that energy into the external world, blaming others or circumstances for our dissatisfaction. But this energy doesn't always come from within. Sometimes, we are simply absorbing negative vibrations from environments or people. It could be a coworker who constantly complains, a toxic relationship, or even a heavy atmosphere somewhere. Distinguishing between what is ours and what is external is a skill we develop with practice. When we can recognize this, we start to protect ourselves better, choosing what we allow into our energetic field. Here, it's helpful to introduce the concept of emotional mirrors. Often, the discomfort we feel toward others is a reflection of something we need to work on within ourselves. When a situation provokes anger, sadness, or frustration, instead of blaming the external, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me about myself? The truth is that the universe calls us to align our energy with our true self. When we feel this discomfort, it's an opportunity to grow, adjust our frequency, and return to our natural state of balance. Now let's explore a fascinating point: the relationship between science and spirituality when we talk about vibrations. For centuries, spiritual traditions have spoken about the energy present in everything and how our thoughts and emotions can shape reality. However, it's only recently that science has begun to recognize these ideas through studies in fields like quantum physics and neuroscience. These studies show us that everything indeed vibrates, and that our emotions have a real and measurable impact on our bodies and the energy field around us. Quantum physics, for example, reveals that the most fundamental particles in the universe are not solid but rather composed of energy. This echoes ancient spiritual beliefs such as in Taoism, which sees matter as a manifestation of the universal energy flow. Neuroscience teaches us about emotional resonance, a phenomenon in which our brains and hearts synchronize with the emotions of others. This explains why we can feel instantly connected with someone or, conversely, drained and uncomfortable in certain people's presence. And it doesn't stop there. Science offers us a powerful concept called neuroplasticity, which shows that our brain can be shaped by our thoughts. This means that by training our mind to focus on positive vibrations, like gratitude, love, and peace, we are literally rewiring our brain. Over time, this helps us shift our perspective on the world and elevate our vibration consistently. This bridge between science and spirituality reinforces the wisdom that ancient traditions have always taught. Our thoughts create our reality. If we keep our focus on high frequencies, aligned with harmony and abundance, our lives will inevitably start to reflect that energy. Now that we understand the connection between science and spirituality, let's explore concrete practices we can adopt to elevate our vibration in daily life. The first and perhaps most powerful practice is meditation. When we meditate, we're not just calming the mind, we're aligning ourselves with universal energy. Think of it as tuning into a radio station. By silencing external noise, we resonate with a higher frequency, the frequency of universal silence. In this state, our thoughts become clear, our energy balances, and we connect with something greater than ourselves. In addition to meditation, there's another transformative habit: conscious gratitude. Gratitude is, without a doubt, one of the quickest and most effective ways to elevate our vibration. When we focus on what we have, instead of what we lack, we shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance. It's a simple act, but one that radically transforms our energy. Each time you express gratitude, even for the small things, you are telling the universe, I am at peace with what I have and ready to receive more. It's a true philosophical practice, teaching us to live in the present, recognizing the fullness that already exists in our lives. Another way to elevate your vibration is through connection with nature. Ancient traditions understood how fundamental natural elements are for restoring our energy. The simple act of walking barefoot on the earth, feeling the wind on your face, or listening to the sound of flowing water can reconnect us with the pure vibration of the earth. This reminds us that we are part of something greater, that trees, mountains, rivers, everything vibrates in harmony with the universe. And as we connect with these elements, our own frequency begins to adjust. A highly useful practice is guided visualization, which can be done daily to cleanse and protect our energetic field. Imagine yourself surrounded by a golden light, bright and gentle, purifying your entire being and blocking any negative vibration that tries to come close. This light is not just a form of protection but also a reminder of your own divinity and personal power. Now that we've talked about elevating our vibration, it's essential to address spiritual protection against low vibrations. After all, it's not enough to just elevate our energy, we also need to learn how to shield ourselves from the negativity around us. One of the most effective ways to do this is by creating an energetic shield. This shield doesn't need to be visible or physical, but it is built through practices like meditation, prayer, and again visualizations. Imagine yourself enveloped in a barrier of light, an energy that surrounds you and prevents low vibrations from entering your energetic field. This shield is a manifestation of your intention to protect yourself, to maintain your high frequency, regardless of what happens around you. Another important concept, inspired by Buddhism, is the philosophy of non-attachment. This practice teaches us not to cling to the negative vibrations that arise, whether from people or situations. It's a process of observation. When we encounter dense or negative energies, instead of absorbing them, we can simply observe them without letting them affect us. This doesn't mean ignoring or repressing these vibrations, but rather allowing them to pass through us without becoming part of who we are. By not attaching, we develop an inner freedom that allows us to remain balanced, even in heavy environments. Additionally, it's essential to practice what we call emotional detox. Just as the physical body needs detoxification, our energetic field also needs regular cleansing. This can be done through simple spiritual rituals, such as herbal baths, purifying incense, or even the profound act of forgiveness. When we forgive, whether others or ourselves, we release emotional burdens that were keeping our vibration low. Forgiveness is a powerful energy releaser, allowing us to move forward without the weight of the past. By practicing these forms of protection, we create a safe space within us, where external vibrations don't have the power to destabilize us. This is an essential part of maintaining our vibration consistently high. Now that we understand how to protect ourselves from low vibrations, let's talk about simple and powerful daily practices that can keep our vibration elevated consistently. The first practice I want to highlight is making positive affirmations early in the morning. These small moments of self-affirmation are like a conscious programming for your day. By starting the day saying, for example, "I am worthy of love and abundance," or "I choose to vibrate in the frequency of peace," you are planting seeds of positive energy that will bloom throughout the day. These phrases, when repeated with intention and feeling, have a profound impact, reconfiguring the mind to focus on elevated frequencies. Another transformative habit is incorporating breathing exercises and grounding. These exercises can be done anywhere in just a few minutes. An effective practice is to breathe deeply, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4, and then slowly exhaling. As you do this, visualize your energies descending to the center of the earth, anchoring in the planet's stability and strength. This simple act helps balance your energetic field, bringing clarity and calm. Still on grounding, spending a few minutes outdoors with your feet touching the ground is one of the most powerful ways to restore and balance your energy. The earth has a natural resonance frequency that can help clear dense vibrations and recharge our vital energy. Another crucial point we can't forget is detoxing from technology and negative media. Today, we are constantly exposed to information that often drains our energy without us realizing it. Violent news, polarized debates on social media, the excessive comparisons. All of this can leave us tuned into low frequencies. It's crucial to create moments of digital unplugging, where we can reconnect with our essence and avoid consuming these heavy energies. Finally, it's essential to practice internal harmony daily. Small habits like meditating, expressing gratitude, deep breathing, and having moments of silence create significant changes. When you cultivate elevated vibrations within yourself, it naturally starts to transform the world around you. Now, let's talk about how we can transform negativity into growth, one of the deepest lessons on the path of spiritual development. Throughout life, we face inevitable challenges, losses, frustrations, misunderstandings. But what if we saw these difficult moments differently? Instead of viewing them as obstacles, we can start to see them as opportunities. Philosophy teaches us that each difficulty is a teacher, a chance to learn something about ourselves and, above all, to elevate our vibration. When you encounter low vibration people, those who always seem surrounded by anger, resentment, or pessimism, it's easy to let yourself be affected. But there's transformative power in not reacting with the same energy. When we choose to respond with empathy and compassion, we are actually transforming that dense energy. This doesn't mean allowing people to disrespect or abuse our kindness, but consciously choosing not to absorb the negativity. This is where emotional alchemy comes in, where we transform dense emotions, such as anger, sadness, or frustration, into inner strength. Think of anger as fire. Fire can destroy, but it can also forge something new, something stronger. When you feel an intense emotion, instead of rejecting or repressing it, you can welcome it, acknowledging its purpose, and channel that energy into something constructive. That's alchemy, transforming the dense into light, the raw into refined. And when we face challenging situations, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can shift the question to, "What is this trying to teach me?" This simple change in perspective opens us up to a new way of seeing life, where everything, even pain, is an opportunity for spiritual growth. As we train our mind and heart to react this way, we begin to realize that nothing is against us. Everything is for us. Every challenge is a chance to grow, evolve, and vibrate at an even higher frequency. Maintaining a high vibration is a continuous process, a journey of self-awareness and spiritual practice. It's not about achieving a perfect state, but about walking daily toward balance, peace, and inner harmony. Life will always present challenges and energies that may destabilize our frequency, but as we've seen, we have the power to choose how to respond. The universe, in its essence, responds to the frequency you emit. When you vibrate in gratitude, love, and compassion, that same energy begins to manifest around you. And that power is in your hands every day. With every thought, every action, you are co-creating your reality, shaping what you attract into your life. Therefore, the message is clear. Choose your vibration wisely. By choosing to elevate your energy, you not only transform your own life but also positively impact the people and environments around you. Small habits like meditation, practicing gratitude, and self-awareness make all the difference, because in the end, it is the sum of these small gestures that creates a full, abundant life in tune with the universal flow. And before we finish, I invite you to take action now. Try applying these practices in your daily life and notice how, little by little, your reality starts to change. Remember, you are the architect of your own vibration. If you enjoyed this content and feel it could help others, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. This way you'll be supporting the growth of this space for learning and inspiration, and together we can continue exploring topics that help us live more consciously and vibrantly. Thank you so much for being here, and until the next journey,